Yeah, Dylan, I started it now.
Okay. So we're going to start this back up roughly where we left off, with Thomas being crowned chapter master of the Raven Guard.
Fuck you, Chloe.
When?
No sooner can you just stop with that.
What?
What?
He's showing his home screen again.
Hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just continue.
What else
I'm
am I
just-
gonna show? Oh, you mean Thomas. I thought you meant me. I was showing my home screen on this stream. I thought you were talking about me. I was like, what? What else am I gonna show?
Oh no, Thomas was showing his freaking Second Amendment bullshit.
Do not open anything inappropriate. We are still, I'm viewing you. Okay.
I think the rule should just be nothing political in the middle of fucking Warhammer.
I mean,
Warhammer Adventures.
Okay, so Thomas has been crowned chapter master. A member of the Inquisition has asked him what
nobody
he
expected the
believes
Spanish
the next
Inquisition.
die.
What?
Asks him what he thinks the next move of his chapter should be.
Death to the
Dick,
weebs.
dick,
Kill
dick,
all
dick,
the Tau.
dick, and dick.
Can you stop talking over him?
Kill all the Tau.
Okay. The Inquisitor is taken aback and asks if you really think they're that much of a threat.
No, I just hate them.
He puts his head in his hands and says, "Sure, fine, why not?" So, what is your first plan to attack the Tau?
Let's pull Exterminatus bomb.
You guys are lagging a bit for me.
You do not have access to an Exterminatus.
Can I exterminate
Cyclonic-
your face?
Thomas,
Yeah.
you do not have access to an Exterminatus.
Okay, I would like to contact Commander Farsight with as good as I can.
Okay, roll for charisma.
Okay.
D10.
Hold on, I gotta get my dungeons and my dice.
D10 for charisma.
You know they have a pop vinyl Deadpool as Bob Ross thing?
Yes, I know.
7.
I kind of want that.
Okay. Well, Farsight rolled a 10, so he's able to make up for your lack of charisma. Huh?
Hey.
Can I drop a nuke?
No.
Damn it!
He
I always wanted to
answers
drop a nuke.
Thomas's hailing frequency and tells you that the Tau that remain loyal to the greater good, as they put it, are traitors to their species and deserve to be destroyed.
Tell him I agree and I want the greater good dead because the Tau are weak and they don't do melee.
At that exact moment, he nods his head, shuts off, sends a fleet towards you.
Tell him I like him because he does melee.
His fleet just kind of sends you a frequency that reads as, "We doing this or what?"
Giving a sigh of relief, realizing they're not going to murder me to death. I lead a crusade against the Tau.
Okay, Chloe. Now is your chance to decide what you're going to do with Thomas doing all this shit.
I want to enslave the Necrons.
Okay.
That is my mission goal.
Okay, Thomas, as chapter master, you're required to give your input on this crusade.
We're going to kill all of the Tau that are traitors to Commander Farsight. I'm going to tell Chloe that plan is fucking stupid. Don't do it under my watch.
It's
Not
not
with my
under your watch, it's under my watch.
Now with my chapter's resources.
Okay, so you don't have his resources.
So I'll find someone else's resources.
Yeah, you might want to like talk to a tech priest or something.
I'll go talk to a tech priest. Hey you, yeah, I'm gonna enslave all of the Necrons. Just help me
I
out.
would also like to alert the Reclusiarch, the chaplain of the chapter that Chloe has gone rogue.
First off, we're going to do Chloe's thing. Tell the tech priest what your plan is, and then roll charisma.
My plan is to enslave all of the Necrons by taking that frequency thing that they got on that radio thing, and I tell them to follow me. And if they don't feel like following me, I tell them to shoot themselves.
Roll d10.
9.
He seems confused at your plan, but understands that if it worked, he would be touted as a hero.
Yes.
He invites you onto his ship so that you can do some more research on this weird Tau frequency. Or sorry, Necron frequency. Damn it, Thomas, you made me think of the Tau. Huh?
What a bunch of losers.
For the greater good.
I think my
Okay,
life hurts.
Okay, Thomas, now it's your thing.
Tell the chaplain, one of the chaplains, that Chloe has gone rogue, and that no Space Marine chapter is to aid her.
He asks you if you want them to try to go after her.
Consider her a minor threat.
Are we
He
gonna have like, a
agrees.
war afterwards or something? The Necrons versus the people who killed the Tau.
He understands that you're the chapter master and just kind of goes with it, even though he doesn't agree with it. And
No threat. She's not a threat.
And he tells the rest of the Raven Guard that Chloe is now a traitor and that should be ignored for now, but if she attempts communication, should be hunted.
And put her on like that bulletin board list that all the other Space Marines of the Inquisition follow, or whatever. But since
You mean Exterminatus Traitoris? Or sorry,
Yeah.
Excommunicate Traitoris.
Yes, that one. But doesn't that take like 100 or so years before everyone knows about it?
Yes, that's the reason why I wasn't just going to have them start that, because I am 90% sure by the time that gets out, one or both of you will already be dead. I mean, granted, you're Space Marine, so you could outlive it. Okay. So, Chloe, you're on the Tech Priest's ship.
Okay.
He's hovering over a Necron tomb world.
Okay.
And he tells you he wants you to go down and try to get a copy of the frequency.
Okay. I go down and try and get the copy of the frequency.
I was going to say more. His chamber and out steps a servitor carrying a bunch of monitoring equipment.
Okay.
He says that this servitor will help you in your endeavors.
Okay. Is it a human or a robot?
It's a servitor.
Which one's that one? Is that the robot one?
They're both humans. This one's the human that's been lobotomized.
Ah. Fun.
And it's fine, he was probably an asshole. Anyway. down on the planet, you see hundreds of Necron troops shuffling around. None of them notice you.
Okay. What did you say there was? Like a cave or something?
Here.
A what?
Necrons pour out of these giant pyramids.
Okay. Well, then I walk towards the pyramid. Carefully.
You're going to have to roll stealth for that.
D20, right?
Yeah. At this point, it's definitely D20.
16.
Okay, and I'm rolling for Necrons detecting you. Ooh, they got an 18. Did
Okay.
Chloe just...
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
never
I'm here.
mind.
I was
Okay.
waiting.
They notice you. One of them notices you and turns towards you.
I wave and pretend like it's all cool and everything, and I'm supposed to be there.
You see his eyes flash different colors before he just turns away.
Charisma, it works.
Oh, I didn't even have you roll charisma for that one.
I know, but charisma, it works.
Okay, back to your thing.
Okay, so I enter the pyramid? Question mark.
As soon as you take a single step, about 100 scarabs fly towards you.
I eat them.
They're machines.
I'm kidding. I try reasoning with them.
Okay, roll.
19.
Okay, I'll just say the scarabs just deem that you're not enough of a threat for them to kill.
I then pull out my sword and attack them. Throw them off guard with a roll 17.
Okay, you obliterate the entire squad of scarabs. I'll have you know the scarabs rolled a 1, so damage doesn't even matter.
Nice.
Okay. You can now enter the pyramid safely.
I enter the pyramid very safely.
You see a room decorated in all sorts of weapons. And in front of you is a throne, and upon it a lone Necron.
I attempt to talk to that Necron.
Okay, roll charisma.
11.
The Necron tilts his head at you curiously.
Okay.
He seems to be beckoning you closer.
I slowly walk closer with caution. Hand on the hilt
He
of my
wants to rip
sword.
your dick off.
Okay, understandable.
Yeah, suddenly the Necron pulls out a hidden dick ripper instrument.
You mean lightning claws? No, wait, flayed ones.
Yes, he pulls a flayed one out of his back pocket.
It immediately rips off your foreskin and puts it on its head.
But yeah, he always carries a flayed one with him. Don't question where he keeps it.
In his anus. Duh.
I just had the visual in my head of the Necron flayed one's appearing animation out of someone's
hate you.
ass.
I hate you, Chloe. Chloe, die.
In case you don't know, in Dawn of War, whenever a Necron flayed one appears, it digs itself out of the ground.
Nice.
Great. Okay, so then the Necron Lord seems to be offering you some weird piece of technology that you don't really understand at first glance.
I grab it.
Not gonna try to figure out what it is? No, just
No,
grab
what-
it?
no,
Sure.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
It's an ass probing instrument.
Roll perception.
16.
Your ass.
You're able to figure out that it's some sort of communication device.
Well, I grab it.
For probing butts.
Yes, it communicates by delivering words straight from the Necron's brain into your ass. Necron communication is very sophisticated. Okay. The second you put it on, he tilts his head at you again and asks if you can hear him.
Okay. I say no.
His eyes turn red as he tells you that wasn't funny.
No, it was.
He asks you why the hell you're in his pyramid.
Because I was looking for this thing that allows me to communicate with all Necrons, so that I could slave the entire
Halfway
race.
through your sentence, several Necrons appear from behind you, escorting your servitor.
What did my servitor do now?
The Necron Lord asks what the hell that guy is doing there with you.
He's my servitor that I was kind of just thrown, given to me. Like, I didn't really ask for him. It's kind of just thrown at me, and I was like, okay, whatever, I give up.
You're a frog.
Thank you for your input. Is that like, are you trying to use the warp to turn Chloe into a frog? Are you trying to communicate and tell her that she's a frog?
I just want her to know that while standing on my ship in the middle of a crusade, I am flipping her off and yelling frog in what I assume to be her general direction, even though I know she'll never see or hear it.
Of
I
course.
scream, "You're a frog, bitch!"
All of the Necrons around you are surprised by your sudden screaming.
I'm sorry. This asshole keeps communicating with me through the warp, and it's annoying.
I telepathically tickle Chloe.
I then kill myself. No, I'm only gonna allow you to communicate with me. I'm not gonna allow you to touch me telepathically.
The Necrons...
Telepathic ass rip.
Okay, Thomas, roll for psychic power.
Roll for psychic.
D20.
I thought we already said we were giving him psychic powers to communicate.
17.
Okay, so at this moment, your character deems that that's a waste of time.
That's probably for the best.
Okay, the Necron Lord asks Chloe she plans to use the communication device for.
Well, you see, there's this huge asshole. He's working with he was working with the God Emperor of Mankind, and I kind of just want to take out his entire fleet and kill him.
He asks what's in it for him.
I will give you a quarter of the rewards from what we loot off of their dead bodies. And everything.
You hear the sound of wind breaking in the atmosphere as Trazen the Infinite seems to have jumped through space and landed on the planet.
What?
The word rewards just makes him jump from his planet to this planet.
Okay. You get a quarter of the rewards we reap from their dead bodies.
Yeah, he just breaks light speed and crashes into the planet like a meteor. Rewards? The Necron Lord says, we do not require any physical rewards.
Well, then I'll give you sex if you want. Oh, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
He points to the fact that he doesn't have a dick.
I'll give you a dick.
I can give him one. I'm a psyker.
The Necron Lord says that the one thing that their race desires above all else is to destroy the Eldar and free the universe of the warp.
Okay, we do that. We'll do that too.
I disapprove.
He hands over some sort of drive to your servitor.
I then allow my servitor to take the drive.
Before you leave, the Necron Lord offers you a blade. It has a brilliant green energy emitting from its edge.
Well, I grab the blade, and I
By
say
the
thank
edge.
you. By the edge.
Yeah, you grab it by the edge and all of the atoms in your fingers disappear.
Well, my fingers have become a nuclear bomb.
At least she has sorted it.
So yeah, what weapon would you like him to have handed to you?
A sword?
Okay, then it's a Necron sword.
Okay. Is this one of those metal things?
What?
Can I, like, just become a Necron? Like, the only female Necron?
Sure, ask him, why not?
No, not yet. I'll do that later.
Okay. You head back to your ship. And the tech priest is very astonished by the fact that you don't have a single drop of blood on you.
You see, I'm smarter than them. Okay. Wait, Dylan, I have a question for you.
What?
Okay, so I'm messing around and make a sim while doing this. Should I make the sim as ugly as I can or as pretty as I can?
I don't care.
Okay, as ugly as I
Make
can.
it beautiful.
Ugly? I'll make it Thomas size.
No. Make it beautiful, like Thomas's characters in Fallout 4.
Okay.
Especially that one when he was making the most beautiful character ever made. I just gave Thomas PTSD flashbacks.
No, that's the sound he makes when he wakes up in the morning.
This hurts to look at.
Are you looking at it?
No, what I'm creating.
The tech priest takes the drive from your servitor and plugs it into a port on the wall.
In your butt.
What is with you and butt stuff lately?
You can see a holographic image float in front of him as he says, "This looks very promising, but we'll have to wait a while in order for me to make any sense of this."
Understandable. We can fly back to our home planet and we will wait there.
Okay, Thomas, it's your turn to do shit.
I would first like to take the Farsight enclaves that I've been given and my ship and immediately declare martial law on an Imperial planet the Tau are attempting to overthrow diplomatically.
Okay. Martial law. All Imperial citizens give up their guns. Loyal Imperial citizens. All Inquisitors proceed to shoot all humans that they see not giving up their guns until they themselves are shot down.
Okay, and I would like to decree that any Xenos present on the planet that does not wear the nice, beautiful colors of the Farsight enclaves are to be annihilated.
You basically see a band of Tau not loyal to the Farsight Enclave waving a banner that says, "Fuck you." You then see some humans wearing Tau colors waving a sign of a penis at you.
Okay, I would like to decree over the radio that any humans who go with the Tau will be castrated by the Tau.
You see one half of the humans holding up the sign just let go of the sign and calmly slink off.
I tell them this is not a joke. I have a 48-hour documentary and I'm going to play it over the radio now.
The remaining humans are mouthing something to the effect of, "We're already castrated, you moron."
I want to tell them they're useless and that if they don't stand down, they will be killed.
The Tau proceed to move into their barracks.
I want it bombarded orbitally for 48 hours.
The second you position a ship capable of bombarding the barracks, a Tau planetary defense system comes online. May want to roll for the fate of those guardsmen on that ship.
Okay. I'm rolling a D...
20.
Shut up.
Shut up.
17.
Dylan, just shut up.
I got a 17.
7. The gun mysteriously explodes. All of the Imperial soldiers on that ship fall to their knees and pray.
They pray. They should be bombarded.
Oh no, everyone else is bombarding. Several Tau barracks have been reduced to dust. The remaining planetary things have a shield around them because they are now attempting to stop you from bombarding orbit.
Alright, that means we gotta go on an attack.
Your army has slightly more soldiers than the army you're fighting, mainly because a lot of them were in those barracks that got blown up. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to take the numbers of the stats for this fight.
Haha, Tom's got in the fight.
Says you, fatty.
What?
Okay, so there are 200 Tau humans, 100 Tau, and 100 Kroot.
Oh, that's good. We have at least 1,000 battle brothers.
Oh no, the majority of them just said that fight was too easy and just left you with double their soldiers.
This outfit's perfect. Oh.
I'm the chapter master. How can they do this to me? No.
They ask if you really want them to send all their forces at this.
I tell them no, only double what they've sent.
Okay.
But it's, it's the thought that matters.
Somewhere in the universe, you can sense the tech priest just called you an idiot.
Of course they do, the frickin' technophiles.
Okay, so you see the leader of the Tau stepping in front of the army. He's trying to demand that you cease fighting.
Only on the grounds that he retreats from this imperial world.
He tries claiming that this land is the Tau home planet.
I tell him bullshit.
He points to a burning flag depicting a Tau symbol.
I tell him double bullshit. Your home planet is not this small. Unless it was somehow in the 31st millennium. Oh. Future vision is failing me, I proclaim.
He tells you that even if you remove the Tau from this planet, they will just come back stronger.
I tell him I will destroy the Tau from every planet they reside on, unless they give me free cookies and stop being weeaboos.
He tells you that the one way that your guardsmen and you are going to get out of here alive is if you surrender. And at that exact moment, a guardsman 2 people down from you shoots him in the knee.
Fuck yeah!
Doing 1 damage. I mean,
They're pathetic.
it's the thought that counts at that point.
No, it's the thought that counts.
A random tech priest somewhere shouts out, "You're an idiot."
No, the random text priest that said you were an idiot just breaks down in laughter. Okay. The commander has literally fallen on the ground in a pool of blood and is now screaming in agony.
My rag! My rag!
He tells you that the greater good will prevail over all of you.
Tell him I think he is a midget.
Right before bleeding out, he says, "Fuck you." And by the way, yes, he had 1 health. Tau leaders don't really fight ever.
You mean he was an ethereal?
Yep.
Yeah, those guys are cowards. They should all be exterminatus.
Yeah, I know. To be fair, it was kind of ballsy that he'd come up there to demand your surrender, but you know. The second he dies, you can see the majority of Tau look at each other cautiously. What do you do?
Tell them all to either get off this planet and stop being weebs or die.
Roll charisma.
Yay, I got a D10. Hey, I got a 9.
Okay. So all of the Tau humans leave the Tau's side with their hands raised above their heads. Walking straight past you. You can see the fire warriors fall to their knees and cry as they realize the battle has been lost. And you can see them running like hell. All that remains is 10 fire warriors who seem really, really determined to kill you.
Order the army of guardsmen and space marines by my side to fire everything you have at them and make sure nothing stands there alive.
Okay, roll a d6.
You know what? Let's just change that command to kill it to death. I got a 6. Nat 6.
Are you gonna kill it so hard it dies to death?
Yes.
All that's left is a fine mist and the remains of their armor. The battlefield is empty, and above you, you can see the Tau stronghold you have just conquered.
Raise it to the ground, weeaboo tech, build a fortress.
The second a single one of your soldiers steps near the building, you can see a Tau run out from inside with their hands above their head.
Okay. Continue.
She's asking that you stop trying to kill her people.
Ask her why.
She just looks at you confused and says, "What did we ever do to you?" Yeah, you just cough and raise a book that details every time the Tau fucked over the Imperium.
No, I lift up a book labeled Gundam and say, "This is why. Never again."
Defeated, she falls to her knees and cries. Your troops proceed to destroy the entire sanctuary behind her.
Oh, by the way, said female Tau, I also want her, like, to be thrown off the planet immediately as well.
She struggles against your guardsmen as they grab her.
Tell them to bring her to the, battle barge for, I don't know, like, torture or some shit.
Okay, so later that day on the battle barge.
Later on the battle barge, goat hooves are found on the floor with no legs to go to them.
Basically, you're becoming a Darth Vader, literally, right now.
Dun 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 dun. Dun.
Yeah, guardsman just starts playing that as you walk past.
Just like thud, thud, thud with a cape. I'm like, this is no longer the Raven Guard. This is now
The guard.
It works way too well of having you act like Darth Vader when you're wearing the Raven Guard outfit.
the Darth Guard.
It's the guard.
You can't change the name, only Primarchs can do that.
The guard. It sounds great, doesn't it?
Okay, so you're standing in front of the cage where the female Tau is sitting.
Oh, and the Tau woman, I want her to be kept on life support so she sees all my accolades of torturing and murdering her people.
She's currently just sitting in a prison cell, completely fine, not injured at all.
Okay, I want a nice, huge, live television holoscreen that shows every time we murder her people or do some big damage against them. That basically keeps playing "We hate communism, we hate weeaboos."
As the tech priest installs it, she looks at you and asks you why you're doing this.
My only response is, why not? No. Do you want communist weeaboos infecting your garden?
I thought not.
Looks at you and tries her hardest to convince you that her people wanted peace for the universe.
Through castration of my people.
She looks at you confused.
Show her the 48-hour documentary.
The footage we are not showing you is 48 hours of a Tau woman looking at a television screen, traumatized.
Oh, and then just, like, I don't know, play some, like, stupid anti-communism propaganda, too. I don't know.
Psy-ho!
She says, fine, you can do this to her people if no one can stop you, but why are you keeping her in a jail cell?
Tell her, well, duh, so I can create a zoo of weird goat-legged people.
She points out the fact that the Tau look more like fish than goat people.
Okay, tell her it's because I want to use her to make my own documentary of why communism is bad. And she's a defector.
She just kind of scoffs at the idea, then sinks back into her cell.
Wait, are you a horrible fascist totalitarian empire? Shut up, you dirty commie. Anyway, back to Chloe.
I was gonna give her a bit more time before the Necron thing finished out.
Oh boy, then let's do some more weird shit with me killing more Tau.
Okay. Next day.
On the second day of Christmas, my true love said to me,
Another fucking war against the Tau.
Wait, no. I think I've basically done it. All I want to do is just like constantly send messages in their system saying, "Don't be communists, don't be weeaboos," and we'll have no problems.
The second you send out your first broadcast, someone asks you what you did with that one unaccounted Tau.
Immediately show them a 48-hour documentary of her denouncing communism.
You can see several Tau homeworlds around the galaxy have started waving white flags.
Was it because that 48-hour documentary was so bad?
That's for some of them. The others are more because you managed to break who worked closely with them.
Yeah, that's my reason.
I mean, you managed to convince a Tau raised from birth to think that the greater good is the only thing that matters to denounce the Tau. That shit would be terrifying to a Tau.
Yay!
The remainder of the Tau loyal civilizations call you a bastard and claim that they'll free her from your captivity.
Okay.
I'm surprised you didn't say you just launched fucking nukes at them.
I want to use my warp powers because Tau have very low resistancy to warp stuff, and
It's not just low resistance. Oh, everything, man. Low perception of warp stuff, for example.
Okay, I also really want to, like, politically indoctrinate her into believing the Imperium is good. I'm going to create... I've pledged to create a capitalist Imperium.
She tells you that she'll join your Imperium so long as her people can live.
As long as they're not communists, I give her a deal.
She accepts that that's literally the best she's going to talk out of you. Also, that she's still in a jail cell, so she doesn't have that much room for making demands.
Also, don't forget to remind her about the space shark tank below her.
The space shark tank.
Oh, and then the sharks have freaking lasers on their head.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't go with something more Raven Guardish. Like a space raven tank.
No, sharks are pretty cool.
They just drop her in it and she just gets pecked by birds for 5 minutes. It doesn't kill her, it just mildly pesters her. She just comes out covered in feathers and birdseed.
Oh, I'd also like to send a diplomatic envoy to the the Farside Enclaves and tell them thank you.
The Farside Enclave say that they hope that the Imperium and the Tau could one day work together again.
Give them my capitalist no commie ultimatum.
They ask you if you realize that you're talking to the people against the original Tau's belief system.
Tell them I damn well know what I said.
They just shrug and accept it.
Tau. Hey, you heard about those Raven Guard guys? Oh, you mean the guy with the mentally retarded chapter master? Yeah, those guys. What's he going on about? I hate commies! He even is a commie anyway.
No idea, but he seems to go after the Tau a lot, so I'm gonna assume that's what they are.
I'd like to see if there are any Space Marine chapters around that need assistance.
You get a distress signal from the Space Wolves.
Ignore it.
You get another slightly distress signal from the Space Wolves.
Fine, I pick up the phone.
You can hear a single guardsman on the communication screaming before they get shot in the face.
Oh well.
You just hang up the phone, go, that was weird, and just go back to breakfast.
We'll be there shortly. We arrive a week later.
I'm surprised you didn't use the warp to arrive there 2 hours earlier.
Nah. No, I arrive 1 second before the dude dies and go, I'll save you. Never mind.
I'll save you. He gets shot while bleeding out. He just mouths, "You're a dick." Okay. You can see that the Space Wolves are under attack by the Legions of Heresy. Specifically, the Thousand Sons.
Send troops to assist.
Okay.
And scout for any traitor heretic primarchs.
The second those words escape your lips, you see Magnus running at you full force.
Tell him I'm sorry. Do you want a cupcake?
Tears fill his eyes as he grabs your throat.
Tell him I swear to God it wasn't me, it was Chloe. She was the bad one. She made me do it.
He seems to calm down a little. Why you didn't help him.
We can go after her together. Tell him my thoughts of trying to make a capitalist imperium. Hey, Magnus, my brother, I want to make a capitalist imperium. What do you say? Ah!
He says that while he'd love to get revenge, he currently does not have the strength to go against Tzeentch.
Okay, get every single psyker and every single, like, shaman priest from the wolves and the such, and try to get him to brute force his way through Tzeentch's grasp.
First off, roll a d20.
Oh, this is gonna fail so badly.
Oh no, this isn't for whether or not it succeeds. It's for how many psychers turn into demons just during this one procedure.
16. I got a 16.
Okay, so 16 psychers turn into demons during that single process.
Huh.
I mean, that's a little low for trying to get rid of a god.
Yeah. At first I was like, yeah, I got a high number, and you're like, yeah, this is how many are gonna die. I'm like, shit.
Don't worry, pretty much none of them were actually in your chapter.
Yeah, fuck you.
And several of them were in the Thousand Sons.
Yeah, fuck you.
Okay, now roll a d10 for success.
Oh, God, no.
What did you roll?
Oh, God. No, you said roll a d10. I'm like, I got good d20. You're like, d10. Like, oh, I got a 7.
Just let it pass for now, because it's driving the story forward. You can see Magnus's body start to reform as he suddenly drops to his knees and starts bleeding from his mouth.
Call an apothecary. And a beer.
Magnus blacks out on the floor next to you.
Call an apothecary with a whiskey.
Okay, so in the medical tent, Magnus is finally recovering from his injuries. He asks if the procedure managed to save his sons.
Most of them.
You look out and see that some of his sons actually have flesh, while see that some of them turned into inanimate piles of armor.
Tell him all of the non-psychers are okay. Most of the psychers are do not exist.
I wouldn't say do not exist. Turn to armor seems to be more correct in this scenario.
What do you mean? You never had psychic thousands.
Several of the Thousand Sons, in fact, the majority of them, were psychers.
Nah, don't exist.
Okay, so we're going to switch back to Chloe's thing.
Oh, we are?
Yes, finally.
Okay, then I'll put Sims in normal speed. I made a Sims character and I'm making her live the shittiest life I could think of.
Are you making her live under my capitalist imperium?
No, she's 1, extremely ugly, 2, blue, 3, her house consists of a 1x1 pool, a bed, a fridge,
Are
2
you
shelves,
making?
and a
Are
stove.
you literally
That's
making
it.
Thomas's Tau prisoner?
Oh, and she just turned into a vampire. So she about to die from sunlight.
Very, 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 very.
Great. Okay,
Making me wanna
so we return to your tech priest, finally giving you the good news.
I need the towel so I can hang it up.
What's the good
Yeah,
news?
go get it.
That you finally found someone? Oh, wait, never mind. You found a
Too bad
robot, didn't
over
you?
by the pool stuff and not in the middle of the pool.
He says that he's found how to engineer a signal that he can send to the entirety of the galaxy on the Necron frequency.
Okay. Is that it?
He says he mounted the device into the headset that the Necron Lord gave you.
Okay. I then put the headset on. Wow, headsets are gay.
The second you put it on, you hear hundreds of voices echo through it.
I then instantly take it off and scream.
The tech priest asks you what's wrong.
It hurt.
He asks you
Everything
what you
hurt.
expected the neural link to every single Necron in the universe to sound like.
I
Your servitor just starts walking over with a cupcake.
I then give it to the servitor and force them to wear it for the rest of eternity.
You can see the servitor physically twitch once you first put it on.
You must wear this until I say
The
you
tech-
don't have to.
The tech priest asks if you understand that servitors can't talk.
I understand. They just will suffer.
I put a picture of one in the chat.
Well, so she became a vampire, by the way, and then almost instantaneously died.
Oh, great.
Yes, I'm aware that's what a servitor looks like.
Oh, that was for Chloe.
Oh god, can't open that up. I forgot.
Nice job.
Let's open it up on my phone and not on the computer, so nobody sees all of that.
You mean the heresy?
Yeah. Let me open it up on my phone though. Cool. That piece of crap has to wear one of those now.
Yep. The tech priest asks you if you think you can send a message that will get the Necrons to follow you.
I then take the helmet off, put it on, and then quickly say, "Follow me, you scumbags," and then take the headset off again.
You can see the Necron Lord who gave you the headset in the first place looks around as thinks someone just spoke in his ear.
Necrons have ears.
They used to. They used to.
It got a little too kinky, didn't it?
The hell are you thinking? They're skeletons!
They're
I
not
was
even
thinking about the
skeletons.
benefit of Jeef. I'm sorry.
Okay. The Necron Lord calls up to you and asks if you just attempted to use the device.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. What's 7 plus 2? It was a joke, Grandma.
He tells you that in order to control the Necrons, you're going to have to give them directions. I
tell them to go to specific coordinates at the next time of the time. Yeah, my words
can
are going
see
great.
You can see the Necron Lord begin to move in that direction.
Okay, I then go there.
You arrive on a planet absolutely fucking swarming with Necrons.
Okay, so we're going to attack this one guy. He's an idiot. He must die.
Several Necron champions pipe up and ask who they're trying to kill.
This guy named Thomas. That's all you need to know.
Several of the champions ask anyway why they're doing this.
Because he's a weeb. He is a weeb who uses the warp.
Telepathy took Chloe, you stupid idiot.
You can see several Necron grunts as well as champions have their eyes turned red in response to the word warp.
We must purge the warp.
Several of them chant how Thomas will be the effigy they burn.
Tell him I wanted you telepathically tell Chloe, not cool, bro, not cool.
Several of the champions then respond to their grunts' cries with first Thomas, then the Eldar.
And then the universe!
Secretly telepathically listening in.
Oh yeah, Thomas, since you have warp powers, I have a feeling that you may want to go talk to the Eldar.
Maybe. Okay, so also, but before we start this invasion, we need to recruit the Sisters of Battle. No, I'm kidding, I'm not saying that.
First off, Thomas already declared you excommunicate Traitoris, meaning if you arrived on an Imperial planet, you'd be shot.
I was kidding.
Realizes, wait, no shit, I'll die immediately.
I won't die immediately. I have an entire army of millions upon millions of things that
Granted.
basically can't die.
Just so you know, they
Granted.
can't use warp travel, and you can't use an inertial drive.
Yeah, I know, so it's gonna kind of be weird when you're traveling.
We're just gonna all have to carpool, okay?
No, the thing we're saying is carpool isn't possible.
Why?
They can't ride your car, you can't ride their car.
Yeah, carpool. They all drive together and then we meet up.
Okay.
That's not what car. Okay, you can do that.
I know what carpooling is. I was just joking. But yeah, that's how we do that. We now invade Earth.
Yeah, you're not getting anywhere close to Earth.
Yeah, I can guarantee that if you want to start down this route, one, we're gonna have to let Thomas make some preparation since he's a psyker who heard everything you said. 2, there is no way we're starting the battle on Earth.
It was a joke. Okay,
Okay,
well,
Thomas.
go fight somewhere.
Yes.
You wake up after hearing the news that Chloe is coming with a Necron army to murder you.
Yeah, I would like to try to find the I want to find the Eldar, and I want to let them know that the Necrons. I want to find the Eldar.
Okay. Roll a D1.
A D1.
Oh, I got a 1.
Okay, you arrive on a random rock that looks like it would have nothing to do with the Eldar. The Eldar then come out of the webway and say, "We know you need us. We need you in order to survive. What are we going to do?"
Okay.
And yes, Chloe, it's a D1 because the Eldar can see the future and would definitely appear regardless where Thomas landed.
Just a D1.
Oh, literally fucking arrives at anti-Eldar world. They appear out of anti-Eldar world. We know you're here.
Yeah, basically.
Ask them if they know about everything.
They said, we know parts. We know that all of the Necron forces have been rallied together, and that together they will destroy everything. They say that they don't know who is in control of them, or how to stop them.
I know who's in control.
You can see several Eldar's ears perk up as you say that.
Traitor Raven Guard.
You can see several Eldar immediately look at you furious.
Tell them I was the one. She betrayed me. Yada yada you. She hates psychers. Yada yada you. She's like really, really a. Oh, she's also probably gonna fall to she who thirsts. So we should really kill her like badly, like totally, for reals.
One of them mentions that at this point they don't know if they can kill her.
I said
But
we're
they
not
will-
killing.
But
We're
they
not
will
killing.
try.
We're not killing she who thirsts. We're killing someone who might fall to them. The doy. Don't ask how I know this. Psyker. Plot armor.
Psyker.
Plot armor?
armor. No,
Of
no.
course.
He should just explain to them, I have this magical armor that lets me see anything. And it makes it so I cannot die. It's called plot armor. But she also has that too.
The Eldar attempt to lead Thomas and his troops into the webway. Thomas,
Yeah.
your response to them leading you into the webway.
Okay, I would like to enter with them. I'll bring a small shuttle with a squad, small squad, me at the head, with my second in command. The chapter is High Tech Marine, and a squad in tactical dreadnought armor. Oh, and a few of the capitalist Tau we have recruited.
Okay.
Oh, and Magnus is still in the medical bay, right?
Yes, but
Or
I
his
can
life support.
guarantee if you told him that what was happening, he'd still try to fight.
Pull his life support.
No, I can't do that to poor old Magnus. I'll pull half his life support. Don't do that.
Okay, exactly half of him is dead.
I don't want to do that. I take it back.
Okay,
Nope, you already pulled half of it.
you tell the guards to keep watch over Magnus while you're gone.
I'll eat him.
As you're walking through the ship, the female that you grabbed looks at you and asks what the hell's happening.
I'm gay.
Thomas!
Yes.
The Eldars Sorry, the Tau is asking you what the hell you're doing.
Tell them I'm going to show them something they didn't believe in until a little while ago.
Is it dreams or anime?
The female Tau just kind of accepts and walks with you. The second you reach the portal, you see her eyes widen as she silently mutters, "What the fuck?"
Tell her hell magic. You know the shit the greater good told you doesn't exist? Yeah, it's right here.
She looks at you and asks if it's safe.
I tell her, are you infected by Chaos Taint?
She looks at you and asks, "I don't know what that is."
Did you
I
say
tell her
chaos taint?
you're probably fine.
The Eldar try to advise all of you that time is short.
What's the time?
Thing they're
Just
running
jump in.
out of. Yeah,
Oh,
jump
because
in
I'm
the
about to
webway.
murder them all.
you run into the webway.
With my companions in suit.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we're going back to Chloe for her pre-battle preparations.
I grab everything I ever needed and win.
You could just capture Bugs Bunny.
Oh no, I'm saying her pre-battle preparations are one of her Necron soldiers advises her that in the fight, she will be the one troop on their side with a liability of dying.
Tell her,
I have plot armor. I can't die.
What?
I have plot
I
armor.
wanna-
I can't die.
Psychically
I've
tell
told you multiple times, I am allowing you to die.
It was a
I want you
joke.
to psychically tell Chloe that pariahs have been banned by Games Workshop as of 2008.
I am allowing pariahs in the story. Fuck you.
What's a pariah?
Pariah is what you become if you turn yourself into a Necron.
Actually, a pariah is a Necron
Okay.
that is immune to warp magic.
Yes, and they can be made out of humans. So basically, an advisor to you just asked if you want to become a Necron and live forever.
I'll become a Necron and live forever.
Chloe doesn't have the pariah gene, does she? No, of course she doesn't. I can still talk to her telepathically.
Plot armor.
Plot armor, I'm turning her into a pariah.
No.
Fine, I'll have Chloe roll for becoming a pariah.
Roll, bitch.
What am I rolling? A D1?
D20.
I was expecting a D20. It's okay, I got D16. I mean, I got 16.
Okay. So you are strapped down to this table by the Necrons.
And your soul is sucked out.
I was getting to that, but fine, if you just want to skip over the exact details. You're turned into a living machine.
Whoa.
You no longer have all the big bulk, strength, and speed of a space marine. Your agility
I
falls
was
to like
never a
negative
space
8.
machine. Space machine?
You had the Space Marine, you just never used any of it.
Oh.
Your agility is now like negative 8.
Yes. Yes, it is. Necrons move very slow. But I'm not bringing that up at all. I'll just have you go second in all fights.
Wow.
But hey, I mean, technically you can't ever die, so...
Now you can't kill me. Now I have plot armor.
By the way, if he... While you can't kill a Necron, if he does significant damage, you will teleport to the nearest pyramid. Meaning he would still technically win the fight.
Whatever.
Okay, so pick where you want to start the battle. Like, what type of planet do you want to start it on?
I want to start
Let's
on
start
Hoth.
it. I want to start it on a small prison world.
I'm letting Chloe pick because you're the one going to the warp of where she's choosing.
I decided to choose of the place where the goldfish are made.
You arrive at a planet covered in water.
That's not what I meant by goldfish. I meant that smack those smiles back. Slaps through somebody's smile.
There are no smiles in the Imperium. You're arriving on an ocean planet.
No.
No.
I want to tell
I wanna
Senpai,
arrive
you
on
tell Chloe,
Hoth.
if you're gonna do anything,
What?
please at least make it
Let's go to
2 more.
Hoth.
Fine, you arrive to an icy tomb world.
Yay, it's Hoth.
One not dissimilar to the one Ferris Manus ended up on.
Okay.
Yay! More troops for me. I'd also like to really have my astropaths try to communicate to all Imperial forces that hey, the Necrons are trying to kill us and attack us. You know, maybe get some Inquisitors in here.
Okay.
You receive a message that says they will try to get there as soon as they can.
Okay.
As soon as Chloe's troops touch down on the planet, Thomas, his troops, and an army of Eldar appear out of the webway.
Oh, shut up.
Are you sure we can do that? I mean, are you sure we can't just immediately begin I don't know, a week-long bombardment?
You're on the planet.
Hi, loser. How's it going?
Bombardment does not do much against Necrons.
Hello, human. How's it going? Look at all my Necron buddies.
I immediately point out
thousands.
I immediately point out Chloe, her being the only automata with eyes glowing in rainbow colors.
That's a minor detail. that I
Yeah,
like.
everyone's green or red. She has rainbows.
Yeah. I then tell them to charge.
Okay, so first move. Thomas.
I want to tell the Eldar to immediately try to take out their enemy commander with whatever they can. Get some Dark Reapers and stuff firing and ready, and get as many heavy vehicles out as they can. I tell my Space Marine battle brothers to start heating up their plasma guns as the heavy bolters, autocannons, and dreadnoughts open fire.
Okay, so roll for your army.
D20.
Yep.
No, a
And
D5.
Chloe, roll for your army.
Hooray! I got a 19.
Hooray! I also got a 19.
Damn it.
Your forces collide and no one dies. Chloe, your turn.
Focus on the Eldars. I just scream at them all. And then
No
we
words
attack.
come out of your mouth. All of your thoughts are broadcast directly into your troops' heads.
Okay, I think attack the Eldars. They are warp.
Your troops turn and face the Eldar. Roll. That's also a D20.
Yeah.
For
I
armies,
can
I'm
tell.
just going to have it be D20.
14.
Thomas?
Oh, for the Eldar? Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. I got a 12.
Several Eldar troops are gunned down, and 3 Farseers are lost.
3? We had 3?
Yes,
Why didn't anyone tell me?
because evidently you didn't ask or notice while you ran into the portal haphazardly. They were seeing this as an end of the world. Why wouldn't they have sent all they had?
How many did they have?
3.
And they're all dead.
Listen, this was all from one hive world. Or sorry, what is?
I'm pretty sure it's Craft World. And shouldn't they have called like all the Craft Worlds to help?
Not all of the craft worlds have the same information, okay?
Yes, but they call for them and stuff. And like, what are my reinforcements gonna get here? And I ask everyone and every other faction I know to please help.
Yes, but you do need to remember one thing. The second they got that info, they started running like hell to get you. They didn't have time to send a message. And that's my explanation for why you have limited troops. Anyway...
We're on a hive world, fighting the Necrons. We are going to lose.
I just had a...
What?
My headphones fell unplugged. I was just saying, I just had a realization. If there's only 4 sirens in the entire Borderlands universe, it's quite ironic, quite coincidental that they all arrive on Pandora at one point.
There's actually 6 sirens, but we've only ever seen 4.
Oh, I thought there was only 4.
No, we only know of 4, but there's only like 7 or 6 in the entire universe.
I thought there was 4. I'm gonna check that one.
Either way, it is very coincidental.
It is that 4 of them were on Pandora.
Because that's not that many exist on Pandora. That's that many exist in total.
Okay, 6, yeah.
When a woman's got a star.
You receive a message from some builder scarabs.
Me or Thomas? What are we talking about?
You.
Okay,
you're
what's the message?
The message is that they can't beat someone with warp powers this easily. They're going to have to try their device again.
Try the device again, then, man.
What device, bro?
What device do you think? The Necron device to separate reality from the warp.
Oh, I hate that piece of shit. It can go burn in hell.
It's still not finished being built.
Wow!
The last time they tried to finish building it, they all died. So your builder scarabs are going to need a bit of you keeping Thomas's army off of them in order to do that.
Well, I
So,
therefore want to
Thomas.
Thomas and stab him through the throat.
Realizing that this battle is currently not winnable, I try to stall for time, inflicting as much damage as I can.
You'd think that Thomas would notice that he's on a time constraint now and do the exact opposite, but you know.
Realizing I can't win this battle because I'm on a time constraint and all this stuff, what I decided to do is try to damage Chloe's army to the point where it will take her a long while to repair, giving me more time to prepare.
Okay, roll. Thomas, this time you roll 2 d20s for yourself and your army. Chloe, you roll 1 d20.
14.
I got a 16 for myself and a 10 for my army.
Your army manages to lose troops in the scuffle. However, you do take out several of Chloe's troops.
Not a scratch. I therefore scream at them to charge while the builders are building.
Okay, now I need you to roll 2 d20s for progress as well as for fighting.
Okay. I got a 12 for progress and a 16 for fighting.
Okay. The builders are continuing at the speed they were before, and Thomas, roll defense for your army.
16.
Okay. No damage taken on either side.
Thomas, it's your turn. We're playing every basic JRPG.
I have a battle barge in orbit, right?
One single barge was able to get there in time.
No, that's like the only barge. Okay, so I need as many troops as I can deployed onto the surface. Heavy
They're
artillery.
already on the surface with you.
That mean I have heavy artillery ready?
Yes.
Okay, so what I want to do is, you know what I want to do. I want to rain death. Oh, I also really want to bring a shuttle down so that all the companions that I know and love can get murdered faster. I mean,
rain death in any specific way.
Onto the Necrons from multiple high whirlwind batteries.
I'm asking, do you want to attack the Necron soldiers, the Necron builders, Chloe?
I want to bombard the builders with my whirlwind batteries.
Okay, roll d20. Chloe, you roll a d10.
I got 10.
12. I got 12.
Okay, Thomas wins that scuffle. Several of your builders are knocked out.
Damn, I roll a perfect d10 and it doesn't mean anything.
Oh no, I'm just saying that bombardment with artillery, physically, he'd have to be the one that makes a mistake in order for you to survive it. But granted, if you both made a mistake, you could still die.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I don't need fucking reasoning, I'm the game master of this. Whatever,
Okay.
Okay. So, you may want to roll for progress of your builders again.
Okay, I got an 18.
The Necron builders immediately set to work reconstructing all soldiers lost from the artillery strike.
Okay. And now I'm attacking. Okay.
Okay, what do you want to do?
Attack Thomas.
In any specific way?
Attack the Eldar, and then myself personally will attack Thomas.
Okay. Thomas, roll defense.
Yeah.
Chloe, roll attack for your army. And then after that, you both roll attack and defense again.
Okay, well, my army got a d20. I got a nat 20.
Okay, Thomas.
I only got a 19.
A lot of the Eldar are dead. However, some still remain.
You are literally in an unwinnable battle, Thomas.
Not true. If he takes out those builders, then this is a stalemate for all eternity.
Okay.
So technically, you're both in an unwinnable battle. It's just that Chloe has the means to turn it into a winnable battle. Given the fact of this... What?
What happens if I lose?
If Chloe builds that device, all of your Eldar soldiers will be lost to lunacy. You will lose your powers, and Magnus will just die straight up.
Roger, Dodger.
The Emperor will also die in this fight if you lose it.
Wait. So the Emperor will die if we fail. We can't get any shit. Shouldn't literally every Imperial vessel immediately try to get here?
They are.
But
none of them were
taking
lucky
too long.
enough to appear before it started.
You do realize the Chaos Gods are a thing, and they will fuck with you.
Yeah, but they know that the Necrons are like the only thing that they can't really beat.
Yes, but they're currently considering whether or not it's worth it to take you out. So basically, your reinforcements will arrive once the situation gets desperate.
Okay, well, it's me and Thomas fighting time.
Okay, roll.
I got 19.
Oh, I have to roll again.
Yes.
Chloe, how would you
What?
feel if I told you we tied?
I'm gonna cry.
This happened last time.
We
You-
tied for 2 turns, and then either one of us destroy each
Thomas
other.
manages to disarm you with a single shot to your sword.
We both got a 19. How's that disarming me?
I'm taking that as a disarm.
For both of us, my fucking, I don't know, magic-y fist thing falls away.
Magic-y fist thing? No, your gun. You drop your gun.
Yeah, she
Actually,
strikes
wait,
my-
I'll just have it be a disarm for Chloe since she was attacking, you were defending.
Oh, and make it so my gun jams.
Fine, whatever. Huh? Okay, Thomas, your turn.
That's not how it's supposed to work, but okay. Usually, if it's a tie, the person who's attacking gets to attack still.
Well, I'm doing this my way.
Okay.
Wait, I just
like-
realized this is the season 3 finale of our fight, Thomas.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll end the second the battle ends.
No, this is the 3rd time we're fighting, and it'll probably be the last time we're fighting.
For one of you, probably.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying Thomas specifically. You can still die, it's just really hard. As Ferris has clearly shown.
Okay. Well, it's Thomas's turn.
Yep. Okay, Thomas, your move.
I wish for all of my artillery units, predators, las guns, heavy, rocket launchers, heavy plasma, all of it, to fire upon the device. Not the builders, not the scarabs, the device itself.
Okay, roll. Get to roll this time because she's not attacking a unit.
What?
14.
I said you don't get to roll defense for this because he's not attacking a unit. And the device can't exactly dodge.
14.
He manages to knock the device down into a cavern,
Yay!
killing the majority of the builder scarabs.
Oh, yeah, and also for my personal self, I will charge Chloe in an attempt to punch her in the face hole.
Okay, both of you roll.
19.
6.
Well then, Thomas, good job.
You knock Thomas on his ass.
This is what happens when you fight against literal metal.
Okay, so now we roll for damage.
What am I rolling for damage?
D6, since you just knocked him off of his feet and he landed on a rock or something.
Okay, I got a 4.
Okay.
How much health do we have?
For this fight, I'm giving you 30.
Or until you just decide, nah, screw it.
The fight can end without either of you hitting 0, hence your device thing is going to be very important in the fight.
Yes.
Namely because, as previously mentioned, the second that thing finishes, Thomas is just a normal soldier.
No, I'm a normal space marine.
A space
Name
marine
one
for sure.
soldier that does not fit that description on the battlefield.
Eldar Stormguard.
They
Name
do
two.
enough damage to go by a space marine, and you know it.
Name 2 that aren't classified as space marine.
Holy cow.
Oh no, the name 2 is easy.
Name 3.
Now let's just leave it at this and
Name
continue going.
27.
Knock it off.
Okay, I'll use SmackDown.
Thomas.
I grab my sword and quickly try and slash Thomas through the throat.
Okay, Thomas, roll defense. Chloe, roll attack.
I got nat 20.
18.
Dylan, I got nat 20.
Okay. Roll damage.
What am I rolling? I grabbed my sword and attacked.
D6.
Are you serious? Knocking him off
Because
knocking him onto his butt is a D6, but also nat 20ing him with a sword is a D6.
where are you attacking him?
I said his throat.
That's the reason. He's wearing a full suit of armor.
With the little neck bit, too.
Well, I got 5.
You slice clean through his armor, forcing a tiny slit.
No.
You do 4 damage.
Okay. So I've done 8 damage.
Yes.
Good.
Artillery bombardment, Chloe.
Okay. Thomas, you're going to have to roll both attack and defense since you're standing right fucking next to her.
11 on attack. 17 on defense.
I got a 17 on defense. If you're letting me roll defense.
Of course you're allowed to roll defense.
Okay, well I got 17.
I was going to say roll a D10, but you know what? No. You move a lot faster than Builder Scarab, so why would I? Okay, so neither of you gets hit by the thing. It does, however, cause a cave-in on the device.
So what you're saying is that I pretty much have to kill Thomas to win this battle now.
Or you could dig out the device.
Okay, well I tell a good chunk of my troops to go dig out the device.
I want to artillery all the troops taking out the device.
Chloe hasn't even done her turn yet.
And then I shove my sword into Thomas.
Just into him anywhere?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, roll D20. Thomas, roll D20.
Hey,
16.
first one, nat 20.
Okay, well I
Okay.
did nothing then.
Not just nothing. At that point, he does manage to punch you in the face and knock you off balance.
No damage?
No, Thomas, roll for damage.
Make him roll a
Ooh.
d4 at that point.
Yeah, D4. Bare fists against a robot, man.
Hey, I got a 3.
Okay.
Honestly, you should have made him roll to see whether or not his hand would break.
Oh, I'm a space.
He's
marine.
wearing a
Fine.
suit of armor.
I was kidding. Metal on fist is not a good combination. I'll tell you that right now.
I'm a space.
Basically,
marine.
it broke his glove, the equivalent of how much it broke your face.
I'm a space marine, so that's pretty bad. What about my lightning claws?
Strike with them, you struck with your fists.
Why am I an idiot?
Because you did that before you took out your lightning claws.
I think this is unfair because I don't know half of the things.
They're gauntlets, basically. And you don't need to know this shit.
Thomas spits acid at me during half the battles. Now he's got lightning claws out of nowhere.
We mentioned that they could spit acid, didn't we?
Yes,
No.
we told you. But
No,
like,
you
space marines
never-
are awesome. They can spit acid and such. You're like, yeah, I don't care.
I know. You never said they could spit acid because I would have said, oh, cool. No, I don't care.
This wasn't specifically right then and there.
Whatever. Okay. So, Thomas, your roll.
I rolled a nat 20 for defense.
And,
Chloe, you didn't get to roll yet.
I
So you're
literally
gonna
just
have
hit
to
the...
roll again.
I hit the 20 dice and it got a nat 20.
For your impatience, you have to roll again.
8. Wait, what are we
Okay, I rolled
rolling
again
for?
and I got a 15.
D20.
No, what are we rolling this for exactly? Like,
Your attack.
Yeah, you
oh
said
my
you're
artillery
attacking me.
bombardment.
Well, he got
Okay,
an 8 and I
you-
rolled a 15.
You destroy none of Chloe's troops.
I then quickly try to stab Thomas again.
Actually, I was going to let Thomas see if he has a move for himself.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Attack with lightning claws.
Okay, roll d20.
Oh, 10.
Well, I got 13.
If I say I believe in the spleen of the cards, do I get a higher roll?
No.
Chloe rips the glove out of your hand and throws it 5 feet down the road.
My spleen!
Apparently his spleen was in the glove.
Yeah, I win the battle. He dies.
Okay, Thomas. Now you need to roll one more time.
Why does he have to roll again?
Because reinforcements.
Oh.
What am I rolling?
For your reinforcements.
Come on, baby, you can do it. 18.
You suddenly hear a psychic presence as you can see a red object plummeting towards the planet.
Yay.
I then quickly
Magnus
take out an arm
lands-
cannon and shoot it down.
I'm not done. Magnus lands on Chloe, sword first.
Stabby.
Wait,
Ooh, that looks
wait.
like a
He takes the
cowboy.
sword up the ass, or I take the sword up the ass?
You take the sword of the ass.
He jumped out of his ship and he's landing sword first on your head.
Okay, well, I attempt to dodge.
Okay, what did you roll?
18.
He got a 19.
I'm pretty sure you. I'm pretty sure you should take something off, seeing that he jumps out of a ship.
He has psychic powers, man. Physical feats are nothing. Technically, he could have fucking maneuvered himself mid-air to stab you, even if you dodged.
Okay, well, whatever. How much damage am I taking?
10.
That's a lot of damage.
He jumped from orbit.
And stabbed you.
This is very unfair. Each battle, you're giving Thomas these unfair things. Magnus dropping on my head. Last
You're
battle.
invincible! You're invincible! You're invincible!
Last battle, he can spit acid into my ears.
You can spit.
Oh, have you
acid
know that the
too.
reason why I let Magnus jump from orbit is because Magnus was already in the spaceship.
Doesn't matter.
So it makes sense story-wise that he'd wake up during the fight, see you kicking the shit out of Thomas, and jump to support him.
Doesn't matter. It's just bullshit. You're favoriting Thomas over here.
One, mainly because if I favored you, the story would be over in like 5 seconds. 2, you're just not doing anything that I can give you support on. Like, for example, you're a Necron, why aren't you healing?
Well, then I'll heal. How about that? How do I know I can heal? You don't tell me any of this crap, Dylan.
I
You should
literally
read up on
told
it.
you this morning that Necron Lords could spawn scarabs that heal them.
Well, I don't remember that. Maybe you should say it when we're playing this.
Yes, but it does seem like that's that. Become a nerd, then we'll talk.
Okay, so roll for healing.
I got a 18.
Okay, now roll a d6 for the initial healing of the scarabs.
I got a 5.
Okay.
What, do I just heal 5?
No, that's the initial healing when you summon the scarabs. They're still going to heal you as turns continue.
Yeah, but I got a 5. I've healed 5 right now.
Yes.
So now me and Thomas both have taken 8 damage.
Yes. Okay, Thomas.
I then tell my troops to attack Magnus. Because I can still tell my troops to do something.
Yes, you can, but that means they stop digging.
No, I said I'd take a fraction of my troops to dig. So I meant like a quarter of them.
How long
Okay,
would it
fine,
take a fraction of Chloe's troops to dig?
They run at Magnus.
By
So
right-
roll for your troops, and Thomas, you want to
19.
roll for Magnus?
You can do that one. Right now, I got Magnus. I'll roll for him a D100. He got a 91.
No.
Slightly
Fine.
biased, and by that I mean slightly. That with a 91, that would go way better than it actually would, even though he has psychic powers and could literally throw Chloe's army if he actually felt like it.
Fine, I'll roll a D20. 19. Are you happy now?
I have a 19.
Okay.
So basically nothing happens.
Magnus just stops your army in its tracks. Okay. So, Thomas.
Do I roll for progression of digging or no?
I was going to let that go for a little bit and just keep track of it myself.
Okay.
Okay. So, Thomas, your roll. Now you get to make 3 rolls every turn.
I want my artillery.
Again, a little biased.
I want my artillery to
You do
drop
realize that you'd have people supporting you in this fight if you hadn't burned 90% of them.
I didn't
You want to
burn
roll?
anyone.
You want to roll for one of the Necron champions?
I didn't burn anyone. What are you talking about? Thomas burned everyone.
during
You
the battle.
burned bridges. The tech priest. The entire.
What did I do for the tech priest?
Yeah, the Mechanicum probably would have supported you if you didn't like light them on fire when you ran away.
What did I do
I
to
was
the tech
going-
priest?
Well, what do you think would happen the second you were in that chair?
I
They
screamed?
murdered the tech priest.
Well, maybe one, you're supposed to tell me things. This is a common problem with this.
Well,
You do not
maybe
tell me
two,
crap.
you'd understand that want to kill everything will kill anything that you're not paying attention to.
Doesn't matter. You still need
The
to
only
tell me
re-
things.
The only reason they're actively not killing you now is that you're giving them telekinetic commands not to kill you.
Oh, so where was I? I would like to drop multiple Earthshaker rounds on Chloe's dig site in an attempt to bury her device further. With my
Well,
artillery.
I just die.
One, it's as buried as it's gonna get, so just don't bother. 2, answer the question, Chloe. Do you want to control one of the Necron champions?
I'm leaving. That's what I want to do. I want to leave.